What is up? What is up, Lindsay? Welcome to the Motivational Monday. I absolutely love your story. Not going to get too far into it, but basically not working out. And how much weight have you lost?
38 pounds,
38 pounds, what, 4 months?
just about.
Just about 4 months. Not working out. What are we going to say? Partially paralyzed?
Partially paralyzed.
Was partially paralyzed.
No,
Now
I still
absolutely
am. In
still
my
am.
arm.
In the arm, not working out. She was told she was never going to be able to walk again, but she's down 40 pounds in 4 months, guys. It's all nutrition. But Lindsay, let everybody know who you are. Give a little backstory of who you are and all that good stuff.
Well, as Tyler said, I'm Lindsay. I'm a mom of two beautiful daughters, a 7-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I am a stroke survivor. That is why I am partially paralyzed.
So it's so crazy to me. So when did you get started? I always love asking this question. Have you been always battling with weight loss? Has it always been a struggle as you were a kid, or did it happen after you were paralyzed?
I've always kind of been on the heavier side ever since I was a kid. It's always just been my two siblings were really, really skinny, like chicken leg skinny. And then there was Lindsay who was the big boned, always had some fat on her. So I always looked fat compared to my siblings. But I really struggled with weight after I had my first child. I gained almost 50 pounds with her when I was pregnant, and it did not come off. I did not bounce back.
Were we
And
eating for 2 or 3 when you were pregnant?
I worked at a pizza shop, so I was eating all the damn carbs I wanted.
It's kind of tough when that happens. And everybody thinks when they're pregnant, you have to eat for 2 for 3. But what's crazy is you only have to eat like 300 to 500 calories, if I remember reading right at school.
Yeah, I learned that with the second one. With the second one, I ended up losing 15 pounds with her because I was so sick. And I was
Really?
being cautious about what I was eating because I was getting married a year and a half after I had her, and I did not want to be 400 pounds. So
I don't blame you.
I was being very cautious.
That's crazy. So you lost weight being pregnant.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy. People ask all the time, like, how do I lose weight while I'm pregnant? Like, look, don't try and lose weight while being pregnant. Just eat healthy. That's all we got to do.
I lost weight because I could not keep anything down. I was sick every day, all day for the first 26 weeks.
And it wasn't like that for your first kid?
I was sick with her for the first 20 weeks, and then it stopped, and then I gained all my weight in the last half of it.
All right, so you always struggle with the weight with the kids, being pregnant, lost weight with the second kiddo. So when was it when obviously you've been trying to lose weight and everything like that? Something you told me before during one of the live Q&As that still hits me to this day. You said you were going to do something, but then you found me on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is it? Let everybody, this impacts me the most with you. It's not that you had a stroke, that you've lost weight. That should be amazing. But this one is the craziest part to me. Let everybody know what you were going to do until you actually found me on TikTok and started changing the way the weight started falling off.
Well, earlier in January, I had mentioned to my primary doctor, what are my options with losing weight? Well, he's a doctor that does not like weight loss pills. So he's like, try with a dietitian, and then if that doesn't work, then we will talk about weight loss surgery. So it was kind of like, if the dietitian didn't help me, then my next step would be weight loss surgery. And after I gave up with the dietitian, I found you, and then it's been good ever since.
That's mind-blowing to me. You were going to have weight loss surgery. You're like, I've lost all hope. It's not working for me. I've tried everything. And then just who would have known TikTok, the dancing app that everybody talks about, there's no adults on there. You stumbled upon the live Q&A. Is that what happened? Was the live Q&A, or did you find one of the TikToks?
I was just scrolling on my For You page, and then it was like Coach Tyler Protein Live, and I was like, and then I read that it was like weight loss and whatever it's always captioned as, and I was like, well, let's just see what the fuck this is about. And then I was listening to you, and I was like, this man is bullshit. He does this is not true whatsoever. And then when you were like, Lindsay, you don't need to work out at all, I'm like, if he says so, what else do I have to do? And I just remember telling my husband, I was like, I'm gonna try this. He's like, I support you.
When you have the support at home, that is huge. All right, so it's still mind-blowing to me. You went from, I'm going to have weight loss surgery, nothing's working. I found this random guy on TikTok. He's talking about losing weight. He said, I don't have to work out. I just have to do this. And all of a sudden, I'm not going to do it, and I have amazing results. So what were two things that you changed? First two things that you changed when you first like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to listen to what he's saying. What were the first two things you changed?
How many calories I was eating and what I was eating.
Were you overeating or undereating?
I was undereating. I was eating about 12 to 1,300 calories a day because that's what I thought would make me lose weight.
And you got everybody saying, oh, just be in a calorie deficit. That's all that matters on losing weight. So you went from 1,200 and then you used the calorie calculator on the site. How many calories did it give you?
When I first started, it was 2,100.
2,100. And then were you like, there's no way I'm going to lose weight eating 2,100? 1,000 calories more than what I'm doing now.
No freaking way.
So I'm curious, how many days did it take after you used the calorie calculator to finally be like, all right, I'm doing this?
It was probably a month. Like I did it like, if you want to, like, if you know what the phrase, like dirty keto. So I kind of like did it like dirty style for like a month. And then I was just like, you know what? I have to just go head first all the way in if I want this to actually work. And so it wasn't until like the beginning of April. So that's why I'm saying it's not quite like, it's just about 4 months. So it was like end of February, March, I found you. I tried it for like March dirty style. And then I started really going in April.
That's freaking awesome. So after 1 week of hitting your calories, what were you eating? What types of foods were you eating? Did you change up the food or were you more honed in on just hitting the calories?
Before, I always freaking gave into my cravings and got fast food. So it was like, I've always been horrible about that. So it was always eating out a couple times a week and kind of eating whatever I wanted, not really measuring out food or worrying about like the food pyramid or anything.
So what did you notice what did you change the most? Like what were you self-conscious about the most besides calories?
Really just calories.
Just calories. So I'm talking about like the types of foods. So you stopped doing the fast food
before or after?
At home. After once you started, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm going full board 100%. I'm gonna track my calories now. So what food groups did you did you stop doing fast food? Were you more conscious of what types of foods you were eating? Were you cooking at home more?
I mean, I've always kind of cooked at home, but like I cook at home for every meal now instead of like going out if I want to. So that's definitely made a difference. And I've more focused on like making sure I get the right foods in my body now. Like I always hear your voice in the back of my head, only meat and veggies.
It's key, controlling the blood sugars. Ugh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Like, so that is going to stick. There's different things that stick with me with different people. And yours, you were going to have weight loss surgery. You went all in. And you're like, I don't need weight loss surgery. This actually works. How many weeks or days did you hit your calorie goal, meat and veggies, and you're like, oh my gosh, this actually works?
Well, I remember in the first week, it was like 7 pounds down, but I took the before and after pictures. And I was like, that looks more than 7 pounds. And then that just kept me motivated to keep going.
That's the thing. When you keep sending me the before and after pictures, like I freaking love it. Like you're so excited and you're like, I'm down 30 pounds. Like your scale's broken. There's no way you're only down 30 pounds. Like those before and after pictures are awesome. And your 1 week before and after picture, people all the time are always like, how often, when am I going to start seeing results? If you do it right, and we're not messing with hormones and we're not messing with insulin resistance, you're going to get results pretty quickly. And that's why we say, who cares about the scale? Go off those before and after. So I'm so happy you took those before and afters because you probably, like everybody else, get discouraged. Like 7 pounds, cool. Like that's awesome, but I'm not seeing it. Before and afters is what shows
I totally have body dysmorphia and I still see myself as 250 pounds. And then I have my husband who's like, you look damn good, babe. I'm like, I don't feel it. I still feel like I'm this big woman.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's why. And then when you message me, like, I'm stalled out. Girl, it's been like 4 days. Quit freaking out. Keep working out. Keep eating, right? It's going to happen. And you're like, oh, I just talked to you and all of a sudden I got better results on the scale. Quit getting on the scale. Go off your before and after pictures. Ay. Ladies, you jump on that freaking scale like it's a bed. It's crazy to me. I always say, I'm like, would you rather have an amazing looking body like Jennifer Aniston and the scale says 300, or would you rather the scale look like 120 but you look like not Jennifer Aniston? So I always say to people, I'm just like, let's be real here. Doesn't matter about the scale. Ugh. Love it, love it. So what have been the hardest? So what struggles have you been going through since starting, other than not getting results on the scale miraculously and stalling out? What have been the biggest struggles, and how have you been overcoming the struggles?
The biggest thing at first was the headaches and the cravings, and I just listened to you and upped my fats, and that really helped with the sweet cravings because I really loved ice cream before, and now I don't even want it.
Are you doing anything to substitute ice cream?
The True Meal.
Or do
I'll
you
drink
really?
an extra triple dark chocolate if I'm having like a chocolate craving.
So how often are you drinking True Meal?
It's normally about 1 to 2 times a day.
Once, 2 times a day. What time of day are you taking True Meal?
Every day it's in the morning with breakfast.
Nice. And then are you doing greens? You're doing greens, right?
Mm-hmm. And I take that before I eat lunch.
Nice. So you're doing True Meal in the morning. They do the greens before lunch. Are you doing pre too?
If I'm really struggling with energy, I'll do a half a scoop.
It's crazy.
But I'm trying not to use
kicks you
all
in
of.
the butt. Out of all 3 flavors of True Meal, you like triple dark chocolate the best?
Mm-hmm. Chocolate milk and vanilla are too sweet for me, but I really like triple dark chocolate.
That's the thing. People are like, chocolate milk's too sweet. I love triple dark chocolate, so it's the exact same thing. That's why I like it more too. And it's just so much. It's just I love it. I do love vanilla though. You put some PB2 in vanilla, delicious.
Vanilla and coffee is good.
Oh my gosh, so freaking good in coffee. I love it.
I say it's better than Starbucks, and people are like, "Well, what is it?" And I'm like, "Well, you gotta try it."
Literally, it's better than a mocha fricka frappuccino.
White girl status.
And half the cost. Exactly, white girl status. Ay. So, with the struggles and stuff like that, you've been crushing it. You've absolutely gotten amazing results. And that's why I love doing these motivational Mondays, is for everyday people. You're like, there's nothing magical. Like, you have things. You could have easily been like, when you were told you're never going to walk again, you could have easily just been like, I'm not even going to try and walk. Now you're walking. Mm-hmm. You're getting to the point to where you can even start working out, right? Like, how many more months do you think that'll be able to happen?
I'm going to try working out after my surgery for my hand. So probably by the end of October, once I'm completely healed from that. So I'm hoping to be able to like lift weights and strengthen my left arm.
So it's the whole left side?
It was my whole left side that was paralyzed. And right now it's only really my left from elbow down that is still paralyzed. Awesome. So I've gained the rest back.
All right. So I forgot, you said something about the greens, that you started feeling something different. Explain what, because I didn't completely understand it, but like, I felt the inflammation in my elbows and knees be gone. Mm-hmm. But what were you saying about after taking the greens that you felt?
So my hand normally sits like this. I'm on my left side. And after, like, I've been taking the greens for about a month now, and it's like loosened up a little. It's not open, but it's definitely looser. So it's like I've done nothing different but take the greens for a month.
That's so like, it's just so crazy. Like, somebody else said that their back pain is like literally diminished from after taking the greens for 2 weeks. Like, it's just so awesome. It's just crazy to me. I just wanted to remember what you said. You said something about it. I'm like, what do you mean? So like, that's why I want to know. Like, what were you talking about the greens and what did it do? Like, that's crazy. Like, just knowing that I've developed stuff that have helping people, not just with weight loss, nutrition, mm-hmm. working out, like just health in general. That's why I love the True Super Greens, with the amount of there's so much crazy stuff and over 70 different ingredients, and like just knowing that there are stuff that people are taking it and it's helping them, not just with the weight loss things. Like, mm-hmm. I love it. So thanks for letting me know on that one. Remember, guys, when you guys are watching this, if you guys have questions, definitely drop them below. I'm sure Lindsay will come back, answer questions on YouTube or whatnot. Smash that share button, because you never know who could stumble upon one of these lives, one of these motivational Mondays, and get that motivation to see that anybody can lose weight. Every day people are getting amazing results. Lindsay's an amazing woman, but I'm not just saying she's amazing because she's actually getting results. Everyday people just like you can start to get results. Lindsay, what do you wish you knew before you started?
Honestly, there's really not a whole lot because you kind of explain it all really well in your lives. So after watching for a couple of days of your lives and like everyone else asking questions, it kind of like answered everything for me. But it was just really just going in and just keeping strong with it and not giving in and quitting.
So what was your why?
Because I didn't want to be close to death again like I was with my stroke. That was the closest I was ever to dying. And no doctor ever told me that it was because I was 250 pounds, but I blame myself. And I think because there's no real reason as to why I had my stroke, that just me, for my own purpose inside, I need to have a reason. So I blame myself for being so fat, that's why I had my stroke. And so I've used my kids as motivation in my recovery, and I wanted to get healthier for them so I can still be around.
I
So
love
that's
it.
my big why, but I have little whys along the way as well.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's why it's so important. Like when you've got the bad food at parties, when you can easily get the fast food or the candy bar at the grocery store, that's what you think about?
Me, like to not do it. Like I've had both of my girls' birthday parties this year, and I just tell myself I want to lose weight more than I want that piece of cake that I'm serving.
I love it. I love it. I
So
love it. And
that's
that's
just
why I was
that's
talking
what I
about.
tell myself. It's I want to be healthier more than I want whatever this item of food is.
That's the thing. Like it feels good for like 2 seconds, then you feel horrible after eating it. It's always
Yeah.
like it wasn't even worth it. And then it's the worst when you do cheat. Like I'll have a Dr Pepper and it's horrible. I'm like this isn't even worth it. Like I wanted it to taste amazing.
Yeah, when I was cheating on my vacation for the honeymoon, it was just horrible. My body was just not liking it at all. I'm like, why am I doing this to myself?
Right. So let's
But
talk about the honeymoon. So did you gain a couple pounds? It's just
yeah, it
water
was like
weight.
a couple pounds.
It's a couple pounds, and then you're freaking out, mess. You're like, oh my god, what do I do? And then what happened after what a week?
It was like a week after I got back home, then I started seeing numbers go down on the scale again.
She's freaking out the entire time, like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. I messed up. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's 1 week. Don't stress out.
When I was trying
Oh.
to be cautious about it on vacation too, where I was only really letting myself cheat like for one meal, and it was
Mm-hmm.
always before we were going walking or something.
That's
So
the thing. You
it
surround it around
was
the workout, you'll be golden.
trying to.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. So, what would you tell others when they reach out to you? It's gonna happen. It happens every motivational Monday. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie, guys. She already had somebody reach out to her, gave her $1 in Venmo, was like, "Tell me the secrets of what you're doing. I saw that you lost 40 pounds with Coach Tyler Protein. It's gonna happen." What would you tell people before they start? Hit me.
It's not that hard. Just simply hit your calorie goal with meat and veggies, and it's not that boring to eat. You can spice it up with spices, and you can always add little things here and there that aren't bread or pasta that make it even better.
Talking about with food and stuff like that, because people always say eating healthy, it's boring. I don't want to just eat meat and veggies. What have you been doing? Are you having your kids eat the same thing as you? Super curious.
I attempt, but my 2-year-old doesn't like meat, and my 7-year-old doesn't like
What?
veggies.
What? All right. So what have you been doing then? Also, the hubby, how's he doing? You said he started after you started getting amazing results,
Yeah, he's definitely doing it like dirty style right now
but he's
because
getting results.
yeah.
Good. So what have you been doing with your foods? What have you been making? How have you been making it not boring?
Well, like tonight I'm making the stuffed peppers again, and instead of it just being ground beef and peppers, I wrap it in bacon, so gives it a little more flavor.
Nice, nice, nice. Do you have
And
any
it's still
sauces
low
or
carb.
spices you've been using?
Um, I really like the ranch powder and the Frank's Red Hot on chicken, so it's like a buffalo ranch, and because the ranch seasoning has no carbs in it, it's carb free.
Right. So what about when you guys go out to dinner? Is it super hard to stay on track when you go out to dinner?
Depending on where we go. I try to stay like if I just order like a burger, then I'll just eat the patty. I won't eat the bun with it. I won't ask for like no bun. I'll just leave it on my plate or whatever. Or I'll get a
Nice.
salad or whatever they
There
have
you
there.
go. Because everyone always says like going out to eat so hard. It's like, no, it's not. You are
It's hard
100%
in the
sure.
bars here in Wisconsin because they just have like brats and
They got chicken wings.
burgers.
Brats
Like,
are golden. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Then I feel like I look weird just like eating like a brat. Like
well,
without a
cut it
bun.
up and not just hold the brat on a stick. And yeah, you did it yourself. That's not me. You just need to cut it up a little bit. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So, Lindsay, I can't wait to see what else and how many more before and after pictures you're going to hit. I would love to do Motivational Monday. Where are they now? Like a full year from now. One, it's going to hold you more accountable. Psychologically, you're like, oh my God, I might have, like, he's going to ask me, like, let's do this again. Where the heck are you? But you've got a strong why. You know why you're doing this. Like, that's the thing. When you have a strong why when it comes to weight loss, no matter what it is in life, whatever your goals are, you have a why behind it. You're going to stick to the goal. You're going to accomplish it. But yeah, I can't wait. And as always, guys, if you guys are watching this, listening to it on your podcast, look up Fullerton Nutrition on YouTube or on your favorite podcast network because it's going to be there. Smash the share button, hit the like button, do whatever you guys got to do so this gets out to everybody around the world so they can see how simple this weight loss thing is to get that motivation to be like, she can do it, I can do it. So with that, Lindsay, seriously, appreciate it a ton. You got any last words for anybody watching or listening?
The only thing that helps me keep going, like throughout the months, I make little whys of why. So like I had like little goals for myself. So like before the honeymoon, I wanted to be under 215. I don't think I'm gonna hit the next goal, but I want to be under 200 before my surgery in 3 weeks.
Get off the scale.
But then like another little goal I want to hit is I finally want to be smaller weight wise than my husband because I've always been bigger than him and taller and fatter than him. So
You're taller than him?
We're the same height now, but when we first started dating, I was taller than him.
What? Did you shrink?
No, he was 14. He was only 14.
Oh, forgot you guys are high school sweethearts. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, I love the dude's awesome. I could never date anybody who's taller than me. I love it. All right, guys, you guys have heard it from Lindsay. Down 40 pounds, 4 months, not working out. It's all nutrition, ladies and gents. So with that, have an amazing day. Have an amazing night. Smash that share button. See you guys.